And so, the one thing that I'm noticing when we dealing with these chaos beings, and when we dealing with chaos, we talking about ether, we talking about the primeval abyss, we talking about even the term akasha. You see, which the Hindu, they don't want to say what it is. They always go around shit because they know they not activated. They know they ain't got the spark. We got the spark. They know the ancient traditions over there in India, and that's Kushite. That's Kushite. You feel what I'm saying? And so when you get to dealing, see, they play, even Krishna, which is one of the avatars. That's why I know. You feel what I'm saying? Krishna, which means black. But they a lot of time, the majority of the time, now they, you will find some traditions that he's black. But nowadays, when you pull Christian up, the majority of the time he blue. Now that is one of the variations of just like Osiris. He's black, then he's green. You feel me? He's green. And so there's variations, but the predominant is he's black. But now you go over there, Krishna, they do Krishna and Buddha the same way that they do Osiris and the Jesus, and which is the Christ and the Avatar. This is traditionally a primordial black position. You can't play the position because you don't possess the necessary, mandatory essentials to play this position. You see, so they go in there and they fabricate these occult traditions, the Gnostics, and you got a other group, the Hermeticism, and all of that. That shit is diluted. You see, yeah, it got a little something here and there, but if you ain't connected, what you gonna say? How you gonna teach that which you don't operate in that frequency? You don't operate in that frequency, so. It's only, the only thing they could tell us is that they are not the avatar. And so that's what you go in there to get. And what they admire and what they remember about us. What they admire about us. That's what they telling you, not that they operate in that frequency. And so, the one thing now, I'm going to get off into a lot of these chaos being spawned. You see, and the other, because a lot of people got to understand Horus, Heru is hero. See? And so when people get to see, you get to seeing these characters, people thinking, yeah, oh man, what is Seti doing? I mean, this is what, like I say, if you want to hide a gem, you know where you hide it? Drop it in a bucket of shit. It ain't even bad. It's something that, you wouldn't expect people to, go and look. You're not gonna hide it somewhere and put the motherfucker right there on the kitchen table. Somebody walk in, they see the motherfucker shine and go right over there. You gonna hide it, And so what's crazy is that a lot of these comic books is deep than a motherfucker. For a lot of these motherfuckers that's into comics, you understand what I'm saying? They go and they go and do research. These ain't motherfuckers that they taking a lot of that ancient material and they wrapping it up in these damn comic books. And so, niggas and shit, that's why they say chaos. Chaos is without form and shit. You can have order, there's order, but there's got to be chaos in the order. You see, as I said, I used to talk about the calculating void. That's a term that I had. The calculating void is void, but it's calculating. See, when you order and you rigid and the motherfucker got you in line, stay in line, nigga. Don't step out of line. You're gonna be, you're gonna be punished, You fold your arms, nigga, and you walk up and down this motherfucking line. Don't step out that line. You see what I'm saying? You step, and now order is good to a certain extent when it still got to be chaos. In case the order ain't no longer order. You see, you have to be able to be chaotic to bring it back in order. And see, you understand when we say chaos, and it talk about ether, it talk about akasha, which is the primeval matter,